Well, I'm very grateful to everyone, especially the kids, for believing that I could be 14 and accepting me as a 14-year-old. I am obnoxious and I am immature, so I'm sure that was a help.
Is that what James Cameron knew when he asked you to play a 14-year-old?
He said this funny thing to me. He said, you know, everyone thinks you're this serious actress, and I know that you're just a goofball. You are 14 anyway, and so I think you can do this part, no problem.
Wasn't that difficult to pull you in line?
Yeah, exactly. Of course, then when we started, he said, I hope you can do this. And I said, what about I know you can do this?
That's how he keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, for sure.
Prove it to me.
But there was an innocence and an honesty that she would bring onto the set from the very beginning. It was like Sigourney Weaver arrived, and then as soon as we get into set, Keely bounced out. She was skipping out. And it allowed everybody the freedom to go, yeah, cool. This is what it is. This we're playing, and it was led by Sigourney. Yeah.
Sigourney, in addition to sort of recalling your own adolescence, what other research or preparation did you do to like get into the head of a 14-year-old?
Yeah. Well, you know, once I knew that was going to be my job, I paid a lot of attention to that age group wherever I was, because you notice all kinds of behavior. It's a wonderful age where everything is either so wonderful or, you know, terrible. You know, it's a seesaw. And I also was able to hang out at LaGuardia High School in New York. They kindly let me sit in on some classes for sort of an age group. Part of it was just to hear the pitch of the voices, and the voices of, 12 to 15 are, some kids still sound like kids and other kids sound very adult. So, well, I did all this, and then, frankly, I had to, every day I would kind of go on the sidelines of the volume, and I would just sort of refine that feeling of being 14 that I remember, and in a sense drop this shell. And when I stepped over the threshold into the volume, I just got out of Kiri's way. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no plans. Hadn't thought about it. It was all, I don't know if you'd call it id, but anyway, I let her out, and these guys were so great because, like sometimes I'd snarl at Natiri.
Oh, I was petrified of Kiri.
As
a mom of a teenage girl, I mean, come on, mother's to blame for
totally triggering, I'm
everything
sure.
that goes wrong.
And Dad is perfect.